All right, as we get into how this all shapes up today, as I mentioned before, brisk conditions out there with a chance of sprinkles later on today. We'll also find ourselves with warming temperatures coming up as we go into your Labor Day holiday weekend. We'll also find ourselves with temperatures in the 40s, 50s, and of course, we get into conditions to be like this. You've got some drier air slipping right across, coming out of the Plain States and working across all the way down into portions of Missouri. We'll also find ourselves holding on to some cooler and drier air of the forecast and some light breeze, as I've mentioned before, gusts up to 15 miles per hour. Temperatures you're holding on to mostly 70s today, and then you're also going to be seeing partly cloudy skies pretty much for some folks to at least mostly sunny skies, but I suggest we'll call it partly cloudy for everybody now that we have those clouds kind of lingering in the area. We'll see as we go down to Prairie du Chien, similar conditions there. We'll see more of that up along areas right by Trempealeau as well as La Crosse, and then you can see the mostly sunny skies listed there, and then similar conditions up there in Alma Center, and then eventually back up to Ladysmith. You're holding on to mostly sunny skies, and Eau Claire back again to at least 74 degrees, 73 degrees you can see there with mostly sunny skies. Giving way to some shower potential coming in the forecast here. You can see it coming out of the north and then continue to switch right back into the portions of Eau Claire, back down to Black River Falls. Looks like where it's going to hang out over into Holman as well, and then La Crosse. That continues on through the afternoon. By the 2 o'clock hour, you're seeing it stretch all the way from Eau Claire all the way down to Viroqua, Richland Center, and then getting into areas right by Prairie du Chien. You can see that by the 5 o'clock hour. Finishing out there, you're still seeing a little bit of that by Preston, trying to get back to La Crosse, but most of it stays over towards Eau Claire as we get in the 10 o'clock hour to finish out with increasing clouds as we go into the night, or I should say Wednesday night. This continues to push down from the south and works its way over to Prairie du Chien and Rochester, hanging out to Richland Center with more shower activity with the potential for a storm or two, not out of the question. But again, you're looking mostly at just like shower activity pretty much continuing on until we get into the night where that rotates back in. That's when storm activity really starts to push in to the northwest of the region, then back to Eau Claire, falling shy of just turning back to showers once we get into 12:30 hour, going into the midnight hour for a Thursday. And that continues with Black River Falls, Winona, La Crosse. You have a shower or two coming back your way by the 4 o'clock hour in the morning. By sunrise, we clear out some of the skies and come back again with more cloud cover back by the noon hour, and we should be pretty much done. We'll hold on to what we're getting out of this, maybe a tenth of an inch or less in the forecast as we go through the next few days. Not much is happening with that rainfall, believe it or not. And as we continue on getting into your forecast, you'll hold on to at least potentially getting into temperatures to be in the chill to cool to feels like fall in the forecast, with mostly low 70s, middle 70s, and upper 70s by the time we get into the weekend.